What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be discussing songs that are basically confirmed to be on the documentary Into the Abyss, and we're also going to be talking about the songs that are going to be on the soundtrack Fighting Demons. Now, before I dive any further into this, I need to go ahead and just give you guys a quick spoiler warning, because there will be spoilers for stuff that could possibly be releasing and everything. So if you're trying to be completely surprised about what's on the documentary and what's on the album or the soundtrack, click off this video now. But with all this being said, guys, make sure to check out my second channel. Link to that will be in the description down below. Follow me over on Twitch. Shout out to all the channel members. You guys are a huge support to the channel. And lastly, a link to all the Twitter accounts that I got this information from will be in the description down below. But with all this being said, let's just dive on into the video. Alright, so we're going to start with the official name of the album is Fighting Demons. We got an official trailer for this, and we know that this album is releasing on the 10th of December, which is in a little less than a month from now, about 3 weeks out. As for some tracks that are going to be on this album or this soundtrack, whatever you want to call it, shout out to Yash for this little track list. These are songs that were either played or talked about at the documentary screening, or just songs that are being heavily rumored at the moment. But this track list goes on to state that Life's a Dungeon, Way Too Many, Burn, In the Summer, 1,000 Times with Miley Cyrus. If you guys don't know, this has been through this, or 1,000 Times. 999 Club basically confirmed this by their Instagram story that this would be on the documentary. There's also Already Dead, Good Time, Sexual Healing, Sometimes, Heroin Music or Pills in the Regal, and Adore You, and then lastly, Feline with Trippy and Polo G. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind that these are not all confirmed, and if this is true at the moment, then there's only one unleaked or unheard full song on here, which is the new version of Feline. We have two versions of Feline leaked, which is one with an open verse and then one with Yachty, and obviously it was theorized that Travis Scott was going to be on one version of this song, but I think with all the controversy and everything going on right now, that if we are going to get another Juice and Travis collab, it's going to be in the future, not anytime right now at least. But we also just got a new snippet from the documentary that plays this song Gamble. This is a newer song that Juice played before he passed away, and this is an unleaked song that could end up on the documentary as well. So this is why I'm saying there's still a chance that songs that weren't in the documentary and just other songs like this end up on the album. I think this is a really good drop coming from the label, just considering it's a hard and a really fire Juice song, or at least snippet, that is unleaked, and I think this would be a great chance to drop it. Also want to discuss how if we look at that track list, it seems like a lot of outsider songs, stuff like Burn, Adore You, Heroin Music, a lot of these songs sound like they were kind of just taken from outsiders, especially stuff like Way Too Many. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what we actually get if we ever get an Outsiders at this point, and if we ever get a Party Never Ends at this point, because we could still get stuff like Go Hard, Out of Luck, all those on this album as well. We're not even sure. But I also want to discuss that two other songs, which is Tales of the Toxic and Sometimes, might possibly be releasing as well, because there's a user that basically just tweeted at the director of the documentary, just tweeted out saying, "I'm really praying y'all show him recording a lot of songs. The whole message and all is cool, but recording Sometimes, recording Tales of the Toxic, this footage exists and I hope it's on there." And the director of the documentary, Tommy Oliver, actually responded and said, "I think you'll be happy." Now, he could be saying one of two things. He could be just confirming that Tales of the Toxic and Sometimes are both either in the documentary, and that could mean they're on the soundtrack, or he could just be saying that he thinks we'll be happy with the amount of unreleased songs and the amount of studio sessions that are in the documentary. Either way, I think it's a good drop. I think both of those songs would be a good drop, but it's also cool that we're going to be getting a lot of studio sessions from this documentary. Now, obviously, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know my two grails are Quitter and Feel Alone. Well, we did get a little bit of news regarding Quitter. Someone did DM one of the producers of Quitter saying, "Hope Quitter makes the album," and the producer also responded by saying, "I haven't gotten any paperwork, so I doubt it, hopefully on a future release." This sucks because there was a chance this was going to be on the Party Never Ends. Now, Bibi just kind of posted the snippet with those party emojis. That's the only reason I saw any chance of Quitter ending up on the Party Never Ends. And honestly, with Already Dead releasing, I feel like Quitter could fit on this album with Already Dead pretty well, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting this on the album. I'm hoping Feel Alone or Quitter or both release on this soundtrack, but either way, it sounds like Quitter isn't going to be releasing anytime soon. Also want to go over that they were going to do a group buy for $7,000, or they did do one where they started it for Feline with Polo G and Trippy Red, but obviously nobody was wanting to support this group buy, and it ended up getting canceled because nobody was supporting it, which is good because it's basically confirmed to be releasing. So why would we waste $7,000 on this when it's going to be coming out in less than a month at this point, and we already have a full CDQ version of Juice with an open, and like I said earlier, with Juice and Yachty. So we might as well just wait and hear this on the documentary soundtrack when that releases. And the last thing I want to go over is I saw this little confusion between if there's going to be 2 documentaries or not, because there was this little interview that said, aside from that, another Juice WRLD documentary called Fighting Demons is in the works. The trailer for the docuseries was shown at Rolling Loud, New York last week, but I think a lot of us have came to the conclusion that the second documentary was just the trailer to the album Fighting Demons, and now that we know that the album is called Fighting Demons and the documentary is called Into the Abyss, I think we all know that there's just one documentary right now. Now, am I saying they're never going to make another one? No, there's a lot of footage of Juice, and maybe if this one's really successful down the line, they might release something along the sorts of another documentary, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. I just want you guys to know that I don't think we're getting 2. I'm pretty sure we're just getting 1 documentary, at least for the time being, but I think I went over everything. This was a lot of news, so we are definitely getting super close to this album. Like I said, it's less than a month out. The documentary is literally like a month out at this point, so we're getting super close to everything, guys. More videos coming as soon as I can get them out. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at ComplexProductions999 and my Twitter at ComplexDiscuss. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.